Hi, my name is Joshua Brown from the interview training company howtobecome.com, and in this presentation I will teach you how to answer Amazon Bias for Action interview questions. Amazon has a set of 16 leadership principles, and one of these is bias for action. During your Amazon interview, it's very likely that you'll be asked a question on this leadership principle. So if you have an Amazon interview coming up for any role whatsoever, then please make sure you watch this video from start to finish, because I'm going to help you to stand out and succeed. To achieve that goal, this is what I'll cover. I'll give you a list of Amazon interview questions to prepare for that are based on that leadership principle, bias for action. I'll also give you some really important tips on how to construct top scoring answers to those questions to help you to succeed. I'll then give you example, unique responses to all of those questions to help you to prepare. And finally, I'll show you how to access further downloadable resources to help you pass your Amazon interview. And just very quickly, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I want to help you to pass your Amazon interview, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. And please don't forget to hit that like button, because this tells me you find these tutorials useful. Now, the first Amazon interview question based on the leadership principle, bias for action, is describe a situation when you had to work with incomplete data or information. So before I give you my answer for that difficult Amazon interview question, let me show you the best way to structure your answer. And that is to use what is called the STAR technique, or the STAR method, as some people may refer to it as. So the S in STAR stands for situation. What was the situation you found yourself in? T is for task. What was the task that needed to be carried out? A is for action. What action did you take to achieve the task? And R is for result. What was the end result following your actions? So whenever you have to answer a behavioral Amazon interview question based on the leadership principles, my advice is to use the STAR technique to structure your answer. So let's take a look at that question again. Describe a situation when you had to work with incomplete data or information. Well, as we just looked at with that STAR technique, when answering any Amazon behavioral interview question based on the leadership principle of bias for action, make sure you use an example in your answer where you demonstrate that you took action in resolving an issue. Now, after describing the action you took, make sure your answer showcases that the situation ended positively. You want to come across as someone who is positive and with a can-do attitude. So let's take a look at a brilliant example answer. Describe a situation when you had to work with incomplete data or information. Here we go. I had to collaborate closely with another employee from a different department while working on an internal project for my previous company. For the duration of the project, we had been collaborating really well, and we'd both brought unique skills and attributes to the table that made the project flow smoothly. However, near the end of the assignment, my co-worker's manager called to inform me that she had become unwell and that I would have to finish the project alone. My colleague had previously given me limited details before she took a sick day, and without the knowledge she had for her role in the project, it made it a big challenge for me to be able to finish the job. Now, after work, in the evenings, I spent a lot of time researching how to finish the project components that my co-worker had been in charge of. I ultimately enrolled in an online course and visited a few technical chat rooms online to seek assistance and information about any areas of the project's components I was having trouble with. I'm happy to say that after many late night hours of labour, in addition to using the limited information my colleague had provided, I was able to put the last few pieces of the puzzle together and finish the job on schedule and to the required standards. So that's a great example to use when answering that Amazon behavioral interview question. Describe a situation when you had to work with incomplete data or information. Let's take a look at the next bias for action Amazon interview question, which is, tell me about a time when you took a risk that benefited your employer. So let's take a look at my example answer. Here we go. When I was employed by a previous employer, I was worried about the service some of our clients were receiving. Although it was quite economical, the courier service we utilised to transport goods wasn't very dependable. Some of our clients had voiced complaints regarding subpar service. I believed it was my responsibility to look for a different courier service that could help raise the bar for customer service. After looking into different couriers, I discovered one that guaranteed the highest levels of customer care. They were twice as expensive as the previous courier, which was the only drawback. I considered this to be a risk worth taking, since I thought raising the bar for customer service would lead to higher online reviews, which would draw in more business and cover the cost of the new courier. We teamed up with a new courier after I made the risky decision to do so. Positive internet reviews considerably rose 2 to 3 weeks after employing the new courier, which brought in more business. 6 months later, the boost in revenue from new clients had more than covered the cost of the additional courier. Now don't go anywhere, as I still have more interview questions and answers to give you, but when you're ready, click that link in the top right hand corner. It will take you to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can download my 50 Amazon Leadership Principles Interview Questions and Answers PDF guide. It covers all 16 of Amazon's leadership principles for all job roles at Amazon, and its purpose is to give you the edge in your interview. Okay, here's the next Amazon Bias for Action interview question for you, and that is, tell me about a time when you used your initiative to overcome a challenging task or project. So let's take a look at my example answer to help you. Tell me about a time when you used your initiative to overcome a challenging task or project. Here we go. When I first started working for my former company, I wanted to have a quick and positive impact on the company to repay the director's confidence in my skills to carry out the job role. I observed that the company was underutilizing its client data, which I saw as a source of unrealized potential. I decided it was my task to find out how I could best advise the company to really utilize the company data it had to benefit the company. I therefore spent some time talking to the IT department to find out what information and data we had and how it might be accessed and used to boost business performance and sales. After carefully examining the data, I came to the conclusion that each consumer was largely left alone once they had contacted or purchased from our business. I then gave the senior management team a presentation on how we could start utilizing this data to boost sales and improve the customer experience in order to get more helpful feedback and boost good online reviews. Following my presentation, we assembled a small group of individuals whose sole responsibility was to create sales and marketing funnels intended to boost brand awareness and enhance overall customer satisfaction. As a result, the company's revenue increased by 3% a year after the team was formed, which, given their yearly turnover, was a sizable amount. That's a great answer to that interview question. Tell me about a time when you used your initiative to overcome a challenging task or project. You can see how it really utilized that STAR technique in that answer. Let's take a look at the next interview question, which is, tell me about a time when you had to delve deeper into information or data to come up with a suitable solution to a problem. Now, many people find this question really tricky to give an example answer for, so let me show you mine. Tell me about a time when you had to delve deeper into information or data to come up with a suitable solution to a problem. In my prior position, I was worried that revenue was beginning to decline in comparison to the year before. It was my responsibility to thoroughly examine the data at my disposal in order to develop solutions that could be immediately implemented to boost sales. I gathered information and statistics from a variety of sources, including website traffic, lead generation and retention rates, marketing campaign results, and Google Trends. Starting with the marketing campaign results, I discovered right away that they were converting at the same rate as the results from the prior year based on the same investment. According to Google Trends, the number of search queries were the same year on year based on seasonal demand. I next turned to the number of web visitors we were getting, and the numbers were good and consistent with the numbers from the prior year. But when I looked at lead generation and retention rates, I found that they had fallen by 30%. Further analysis of the data revealed that the website leads were cancelling their subscriptions 2 days after first signing up. This happened because the email campaign sent to the new internet leads had a mistake that caused the lead to lose faith in the business. The error was swiftly fixed after I communicated with the IT department. When the data was analysed 2 weeks later, leads on the website were being retained once again and revenue had begun to climb back up to the levels from the prior year. So the next thing to do, if you would like to download example answers to all of the toughest Amazon leadership principles interview questions, is to please make sure you click that button in the top right hand corner of this video right now, head through to my website howtobecome.com, where you can download these slides and get access to 50 Amazon leadership principles interview questions and high scoring answers to each question in a PDF guide. This guide covers all 16 of Amazon's leadership principles and is the ultimate guide to help you to prepare for your upcoming interview. You can literally have access and the slides in your inbox within 2 minutes from now. And it's guaranteed to help you prepare effectively for your interview and also, more importantly, put you ahead of the competition. It doesn't matter what your prior level of experience is within any job role, this guide has you covered. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their job interviews, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. Please also hit that like button, as this encourages me to make more videos just like this one. And if you have any questions regarding any job interview, please feel free to put these in the comment section below, where I'll get back to you with the specific interview questions for you to prepare for. And finally, if you'd like to connect with me on LinkedIn, I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below. It's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best with your interview. Have a great day.